Ich kann es sehen. Das ist
Genau. Sehen wir irgendwo, was das Bild ist, was Jürgen?
Ja, das ist hier drauf, da müssen wir von vorbleiben. Also, oder du setzt dich so hin, dass er dich sehen kann, so kann er jetzt den Raum.
Genau. Hi Jürgen.
Hello.
Welcome and nice to meet you. Hello.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to. Yeah, you can see me. Yeah. Nice.
Yes, I can see you. I can.
Okay. So we are here in Hamburg, and we are around 45 people meeting for an unconference which is inspired by Stoos. And I dare to move you around a little bit so you can look at least at a few of the people. I'm too scared to move more.
You'll break my neck. You'll break my neck. Watch out.
Okay. So I just talked a little bit about the history of this satellite. So one idea would be, so if you could just quickly introduce yourself in 1 or 2 sentences, and then maybe tell us a story from the Stoos gathering that was remarkable for you and how this story then evolved.
All right. So hello everyone. My name is Jurgen Appelo. That is Jurgen without an umlaut. You naughty Germans. In Dutch, the Jurgen is without the umlaut. And I call myself a creative networker. That is my term for anyone who's doing lots of creative things, and for me that is writing and speaking mainly all around the world. I just released my 3rd book, Management 3.0 Workout. And yes, I've been part of the Stoos gathering 2.5 years ago, almost already, I think. It started because I got in contact with Steve Denning, who was another writer of management books, famous for his Forbes blog. And Steve and I already knew each other from the online networks, from Twitter, but we wanted to see each other for the first time, and that was at the Scrum gathering in London a few years ago. And then we met there in the hotel bar, and he brought along Peter Stevens, an agile coach. And then we had nice dinner, nice conversations, and we said, wouldn't it be nice if we got some more people together to talk about this management and leadership problem that we have all over the world? A bit similar to getting software developers together 12 years ago who created the Agile Manifesto, but we did not want to make a manifesto, we just wanted to get some thought leaders together. And that evolved. Peter knew Frans Rosley of the Beyond Budgeting movement, and then the 4 of us got started inviting people, friends that we knew, experts that we were in contact with, and we decided to get together on a mountain in Switzerland. The mountain was called Stoos. That is why the term clung to us, because we couldn't think of a more interesting, remarkable name, and actually we thought Stoos is actually quite an interesting name itself. So let's just keep the name of the mountain as the name for the movement. That's where it all started. Well, it was 1.5 day of inspiring conversations. I wouldn't say that we achieved any breakthrough insights. That is very hard to plan, to be innovative on a mountain with 19 or 21 people. But what we did do was apparently spark a fire in a worldwide community that needed to be kindled. There were lots of people having the same problem, feelings about management and leadership in the world, and we just had to nudge them a little bit and to get them together, and we were fascinated to see that Stoos satellites got together and took over from us, and that is, I think, for me, the most fascinating thing, that other people took over, and I'm not doing anything anymore. I just get invited to talk, which is nice, by the way. Thank you.
Do you see anything else that emerged from it in terms of what has changed in the last 2.5 years in management?
That is hard to say because the label Stoos is often not attached to whatever conversations people have afterwards. I know plenty of people who got to know each other through Stoos satellites or because of an earlier Stoos event. We had one in Amsterdam that I was responsible for myself, the Stoos Stampede we called it. It was a lot of fun. And then people get together and they start other projects, and I don't know whether it is writing a book together or planning the next conference, because there was also a Stoos Connect event later on. There's always something that seems to be happening, and I am amazed that even 2.5 years later there's still things happening, and there's now an event in Hamburg that I recently heard about, and that fascinates me. It just keeps going. I would not be able to say like this is the breakthrough management idea that originated from the Stoos movement. I think that would be too ambitious to claim something like that. But as long as people keep talking together, they might decide to write a book or do or start a coaching relationship with a company that they had not done before if they had not discussed this with people at a Stoos event.
Yeah, thank you. I'm curious about your view of the future. So, what do you see as a next step that would be important to do on a kind of local or global scale to kind of implement the vision of Stoos? And do you have any specific ideas or wishes that we specifically here could do today as an unconference, as like 45 people getting together and maybe being able to facilitate some change here?
Well, that's a very good question. One thing that has been on my mind for a few years is that many people eagerly say yes and commit to ideas or commit to discussing things together. At the same time, few people actually move forward and start implementing ideas. And to be honest, at one point, I was a bit tired myself of simply beaming PowerPoints at people, telling them to do something. I thought I should stop doing this and be the change that I want to see in other people. So that is basically why I started Happy Melly as a business network together with Varske Duarte and Martin Volders, and now Lisette is involved, and many others as well, because I wanted to show what it means to be a different kind of company. So that would be my message, basically, for everyone who wants to change the world. The first step is obviously talking about it and finding like-minded people, and I think Stoos is a fantastic community to do that. But then it shouldn't stop there. You should not just attend such events and keep talking about it, because that's not going to change anything. You have to actually do something. So decide to quit your job or decide to launch a project on the side together with anyone else, because that's how many businesses get started, as side jobs that ultimately turn out to make some money. And be the change. Show everyone else what it means to be a different kind of company. That is where the real change in the world needs to come from, I think.
Thank you. So I'm hearing you. It's probably a too tough question to give us any specific ideas of what to do, but I like this. And it kind of actually fits nicely into the design of the day, because we want to do exactly that, to move interaction this afternoon, not just talk. So, thank you very much.
So and with a call to action, I would say, what is the call to action at the end of the day, and let people sign up to each other's ideas and say, okay, I'm going to help make this happen. We're going to make the world awesome. That's the way to do it.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Jurgen, for your input, for your impulses. I'm sure we will publish a lot of what we did in the blog and send a link to you, and you can read about what kind of was created here today.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me. And I'll be back in Hamburg end of June, June 30. So if anyone wants to join me for my brand new workshop, it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of games, salary game, conversation game. I have lots of exercises planned. We can discuss changing management a bit more. So hope to see some of you in Hamburg end of June.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Jurgen.
All right, bye-bye, and have fun today.